Most traders think winning is about holding on tighter, being more focused, caring more, working harder. They're wrong. The traders who win are the ones who let go, not of their plan, not of their discipline, but of their desperate need for this specific trade to work, because they realize that feeling dependent on it only makes things harder. Today, I'm going to show you why detached traders consistently win while attached traders destroy themselves, why your grip on outcomes is exactly what's choking your profitability, and how to develop the kind of detachment that turns you from a frantic trader into an unstoppable one. But first, let me show you what attachment actually looks like in trading because most people don't even realize they're doing it. Imagine a Chinese finger trap. You've probably seen one. You put your fingers in both ends, and the harder you pull to escape, the tighter it grips. You can see this paradox everywhere in life. The trading business is not exempt from this. The panic, the effort, the desperate need to break free, that's what locks you in. You only escape by doing the exact opposite of what every instinct screams at you to do. You relax, you press in, you let go. And suddenly you're free. Trading works exactly the same way. Every time you tighten your grip on a trade, on an outcome, on needing this one to work, you're trapping yourself. The more you need it, the more it slips away. The more you care about this specific result, the worse your execution becomes. You create unnecessary, excessive pressure on yourself and increase the likelihood of making mistakes. Most traders are stuck inside their own finger trap, pulling harder and harder, wondering why everything keeps getting tighter. They never realize the struggle itself is the cage. Meet Ryan. Ryan enters a trade. It's a good setup, matches his criteria. Stop is placed correctly. Everything is aligned, but the moment he clicks the button, something shifts. He starts watching. He becomes obsessed with the trade. He can't even go to the bathroom. Not just monitoring, watching. Every tick, every candle. His heart rate climbs when price moves against him by 3 pips. He refreshes the platform, checks his profit and loss 17 times in 5 minutes. He's no longer trading his plan, he's trading his anxiety. Sound familiar? Price approaches his target, and instead of letting it run, he closes early. Made $180. Could have made $640. But he needed to lock it in. Needed the certainty. Because he had become attached to this trade's outcome. Needed to see green. That's attachment. The next trade goes against him. Stop should be hit, but Ryan can't accept it. He moves the stop. Again, because he's attached to the outcome. Just a little. He believes in this trade. It needs to work. He's already spent that profit in his mind. Attached to the outcome. Price continues against him. He moves the stop again. The small loss becomes a medium loss. Then a large one. Then, devastating, one trade wipes out 2 weeks of careful gains because he couldn't let go. Ryan is an attached trader, and attached traders don't survive. Because the market is a mechanism designed to exploit every psychological weakness you have and take the money from your pocket. It knows you're human and you have weaknesses. We must be aware of this and play the game accordingly. This is not a playground. Now meet Jordan. Jordan enters the same trade, same setup, same plan, same stop. But after he clicks the button, something different happens. He closes the platform, he stands up, he walks away. Because he had accepted both outcomes when he entered the trade. Not because he doesn't care, but because he cares about the process more than this specific outcome. He knows that watching won't change anything. His stop is set, his target is set. The trade will either work or it won't. There's no logic in wasting time watching. Whether it hits TP or stop makes no difference because he's completely at peace with both possibilities. He's already accepted it. 3 hours later, he checks. The trade hit his stop, minus 1%. Jordan opens his journal and writes, "Trade invalidated at planned stop. Setup was valid, execution was correct, loss accepted. Moving on." No drama, no emotional reaction, no need to recover it immediately, because he doesn't attach excessive meaning to a single trade. That's detachment. Later that day, another setup appears. Jordan takes it with the exact same energy he took the losing trade. No hesitation, no fear, no baggage from 3 hours ago. This one runs to target, plus 2.1%. He closes the platform again and goes about his day. Jordan is a detached trader, and detached traders eventually win everything, because they're not needy. They manage trades in a healthy way because they don't load trades with excessive emotion and meaning. They do this consciously, Here's what makes someone attached in trading. Attached traders need the outcome, not want, need. There's a difference. Want is preference. Need is desperation. And markets can smell desperation from 1,000 miles away. When you need this trade to work, you've already contaminated your execution. Your stop becomes negotiable because you can't emotionally afford to be wrong. Your target becomes movable because you can't tolerate giving anything back. Your entry becomes impulsive because you need to feel like you're doing something. Attachment turns every trade into a referendum on your worth. It's not just money anymore. It's proof. Proof you're smart. Proof you're capable. Proof you belong. So when the trade goes against you, it's not just a loss. It's evidence you're not good enough. That's why attachment is so dangerous. You've tied your identity to something completely outside your control. And when your identity is on the line, rational decision-making becomes impossible. Detached traders understand something attached traders refuse to accept. You don't control the outcome. You never did. You control your preparation, you control your execution, you control your risk. But once you enter that trade, the market decides what happens next. And the market doesn't care how much you need it to work. Detachment isn't apathy. This is critical to understand. Detached traders care deeply about their process. They care about their rules. They care about executing with precision. But they don't care whether this specific trade wins or loses because they know one trade means nothing. It's just one data point in a series of thousands. When you detach from the outcome, something magical happens. You start making better decisions. You're not emotionally hijacked by every 5-pip movement. You're not paralyzed by the fear of being wrong. You're not desperate to lock in profit before the market takes it back. You're calm, clear, present. You execute your plan because it's your plan, not because you need validation. And ironically, that's when you start winning more. Let me show you exactly what detached traders do differently. First, detached traders accept the loss before they enter. They don't hope the stop won't get hit. They assume it probably will, and they're completely at peace with that. Before Jordan clicks the button, he does something most traders never do. He looks at his stop loss and says out loud, "I'm about to risk $420 on this trade. If this stop gets hit, I will lose $420. And I'm completely fine with that." He's not hoping. He's not optimistic. He's already grieved the loss. So when it happens 3 hours later, there's no shock, no emotional reaction, no need to make it back. He already accepted it before it happened. Attached traders do the opposite. They place the stop thinking, this probably won't get hit. They're focused on the potential profit. They haven't accepted the possibility of loss. So when the stop does get hit, they're devastated. They weren't ready. That's the difference. Detached traders grieve the loss in advance. Attached traders are surprised every single time. Second, detached traders don't watch the trade. They set it and forget it. They know that staring at the screen doesn't change the outcome. It only increases attachment. The more you watch, the more you care. The more you care, the more you interfere. And interference kills edge. Ryan watches every candle. He sees price pull back 6 pips and his stomach drops. He sees it bounce back and his heart rate spikes. He's on an emotional roller coaster and the ride hasn't even started yet. By the time the trade is over, he's exhausted. Jordan sets the trade and walks away. He goes for a walk. He reads. He does literally anything except watch price tick by tick. When he comes back, the trade is either done or it's not, and his emotional state hasn't changed either way. Detachment preserves energy. Attachment drains it. Third, detached traders treat every trade identically. Win or loss, the process is the same. Jordan takes a loss. He journals it. He moves on. 2 hours later, another setup appears. He takes it with the exact same calm energy. No hesitation, no baggage, no need to prove anything. Ryan takes a loss. He's angry. He feels behind. The next setup appears, and he takes it. But now he's trading from emotion. He's trying to recover. He's slightly more aggressive with his risk, slightly less patient with his entry. He's no longer trading his plan. He's trading his feelings. And feelings don't have an edge. Detachment keeps you consistent. Attachment makes every trade different because your emotional state keeps changing. Fourth, detached traders never move their stops. Never. Because moving your stop is the ultimate act of attachment. It's saying, I can't accept being wrong. I need this trade to work so badly that I'm willing to break my own rules. Jordan's stop gets approached. He feels the urge to move it. Everyone does. But he doesn't, because his stop isn't arbitrary. It's the price level where his trade idea is invalid. If price hits it, he was wrong. And being wrong is fine. It's part of trading. Ryan's stop gets approached. He moves it. Just 5 pips. Then another 10. He's attached to the outcome. He needs to be right. The loss that should have been $180 becomes $620. Then $1,200. Then catastrophic. Attached traders move stops because they can't emotionally afford to lose. Detached traders honor stops because they already accepted the loss before they entered. Fifth, detached traders can walk away from the market entirely. This is the ultimate test. Can you close your platform and not look at the markets for 3 days? Attached traders can't. They need to watch. They need to check. They need to feel involved. Even when they're not trading, they're thinking about trading. Scrolling charts, reading news, checking price. They're addicted to the stimulation. Jordan can walk away for a week and feel nothing. The market will be there when he gets back. Opportunities will still appear. He's not afraid of missing something because he's not desperate to catch everything. Ryan checks his charts 30 times a day, even when he has no positions. He can't help it. If he's not watching, he feels like he's not working. He's not a trader. He's a market addict. Detachment gives you freedom. Attachment is a prison. Here's the brutal truth most traders can't swallow. Your attachment to outcomes is exactly what's preventing you from getting them. The moment you need something, you've already lost it. Needing creates tension, and tension pushes what you want further away. It's like trying to hold water in your fist. The tighter you squeeze, the faster it leaks. Markets respond to energy, and neediness is the lowest, most repellent energy you can broadcast. When you're attached, you're basically screaming, "I don't have this. I'm incomplete. I need this trade to make me whole." And the market responds accordingly. It takes from you. But when you're detached, your energy shifts. You're saying, "I'm fine either way. I have a plan. I'll execute it. And whatever happens, I'm good." That's power. That's the energy that wins. Not because the market rewards you for being calm, but because calm execution is what produces results over time. Detachment is a shift in identity. Attached traders identify with results. They're only as good as their last trade. Green day equals good trader. Red day equals failure. Their self-worth swings with their profit and loss. Detached traders identify with process. Did I follow my plan? Yes? Then it was a good day. Doesn't matter if the trade won or lost. The outcome is irrelevant to the evaluation. This completely changes how you experience trading. You're no longer on an emotional roller coaster. You're not celebrating small wins like you've discovered the Holy Grail. You're not devastated by small losses like you're a failure. You're just executing. Day after day, trade after trade. Same energy, same discipline, same detachment. And over time, that consistency is what creates profitability. Let me give you the framework for becoming a detached trader. Step 1. Accept that you control nothing except your decisions. You don't control whether this trade wins. You don't control where price goes next. You don't control if you get stopped out. The only thing you control is whether you follow your plan. Once you accept this, the weight lifts. You're no longer responsible for outcomes. You're only responsible for execution. Step 2. Grieve every loss before you take the trade. Look at your stop loss, calculate the dollar amount. Say out loud, "I'm willing to lose this amount. If I'm not, I won't take this trade." If you can't accept the loss, you're too attached. Don't enter. Step 3. Set the trade and walk away. Literally. Close the platform. Leave your desk. Do something completely unrelated. Train your nervous system that watching doesn't help. The trade will resolve whether you're staring at it or not. Step 4. Treat every trade identically. Win or loss, the process is the same. Journal it, review it, move on. No celebration, no devastation, just data. This removes emotional contamination. You're building a system, not riding a roller coaster. Step 5. Never move your stop. Ever. Your stop is the price where your idea is wrong. If you can't accept being wrong, you can't trade. Moving stops is attachment in action. It's refusing to let go. And refusal to let go is what destroys accounts. Step 6. Practice walking away. Close your platform for an entire day, then 2 days, then a week. Train yourself that the market doesn't need you watching it. Opportunities will still be there. This breaks the addiction to stimulation and builds real detachment. Step 7. Redefine success. Success isn't whether you won today. Success is whether you followed your plan. Did you execute your rules? Did you honor your stops? Did you stay emotionally neutral? Then it was a perfect day, regardless of profit or loss. This is the shift that changes everything. You're no longer measuring yourself by outcomes. You're measuring yourself by process. And process is the only thing you actually control. These 7 steps will transform you from an attached trader into a detached one. And detached traders don't just win more, they suffer less. They sleep better. They enjoy trading instead of being tortured by it, because they've let go of the one thing that was destroying them. The desperate need for this specific trade to work. Here's what you need to understand. The market doesn't care about your feelings. It's going to stop you out. It's going to take your money. It's going to move against you right after you enter and move in your favor right after you exit. That's not personal. That's just markets. What is negotiable is how you respond. Do you respond like Ryan, gripping tighter, moving stops, revenge trading, emotionally collapsing? Or do you respond like Jordan, accepting the outcome, journaling the lesson, moving to the next opportunity with the same calm energy? That choice determines everything. The traders who last 10 years aren't the ones who never lose. They're the ones who lose without attachment. They're the ones who can take 5 losses in a row and execute the 6th trade with identical discipline. They've mastered the art of not caring about outcomes while caring deeply about process. That's detachment, and that's the only way to survive long enough to win. So here's my challenge to you. Stop gripping so hard. Stop needing this trade to work. Stop tying your identity to your last result. Start accepting losses before you take them. Start walking away after you enter. Start measuring success by whether you followed your plan, not whether you made money today. Because the paradox is brutal but true. The moment you stop needing to win is exactly when you start winning. Not because the market rewards detachment, but because detached execution is what produces edge. And edge, compounded over thousands of trades, is what creates the results you've been desperately chasing. You don't need to grip tighter. You need to let go. The traders who win aren't the ones who care the most. They're the ones who've learned to care about the right things. Process over outcome, execution over results, discipline over emotion. That's detachment. And once you master it, trading transforms from a psychological war into a simple execution of your plan. The weight lifts, the anxiety fades, and for the first time, you're actually trading instead of fighting yourself. That's when everything changes. Not because you got better at predicting the market, but because you finally stopped needing it to do what you wanted. You let go, and the moment you did, you became free.